Tonight, former President Donald Trump is fighting back against his latest indictment, this time over election interference in Georgia. And he's promising to release a report that exonerates him. Trump says he will hold a major news conference in New Jersey next week to release what he says is evidence of election fraud in Georgia. This will be 4 days before Trump and 18 of his associates, including Rudy Giuliani and former White House Chief of Staff Mark Meadows, all need to surrender to authorities in Fulton County. All of them are facing racketeering charges over alleged efforts to overturn the 2020 election in Georgia. The charges are part of a 41-count indictment that was unsealed late last night. 13 of those charges relate to Trump and include soliciting a public officer to violate his or her oath and conspiring to file false documents. While Trump says he's innocent and can prove fraud, Georgia Governor Brian Kemp gave a strong rebuke to the former president today, sharply noting on social media that the 2020 election in Georgia was not stolen, and no evidence has ever come forward proving otherwise. Courts have also repeatedly thrown out lawsuits by Trump, saying there is no proof of election fraud. And Trump's own chief of election security called it the most secure election in American history. NewsNation's Robert Sherman is live in Atlanta outside the courthouse for us with all the very latest. Robert, this was a late night there last night.
Yeah, it took us a long time to get here as that grand jury had to stay into the late evening hours, but ultimately an indictment was handed up, setting the stage for another legal battle.
Everything went as it should have in front of the grand jury, right?
The handoff of documents made from Judge Robert McBurney to the Fulton County Clerk late Monday night. Inside, a 98-page indictment naming 19 people. Chief among them, former President Donald Trump, but also Rudy Giuliani, former Chief of Staff Mark Meadows, and attorney Sidney Powell.
The indictment alleges that rather than abide by Georgia's legal process for election challenges, the defendants engaged in a criminal racketeering enterprise to overturn Georgia's presidential election result.
This is the former president's fourth indictment over the past few months, but it's the most sweeping one yet. Fulton County District Attorney Fani Willis contends the former president's call to Georgia Secretary of State Brad Raffensperger following the 2020 election violated Georgia state law and in part prompted the investigation.
I just want to find 11,780 votes.
Raffensperger releasing his own statement today, which reads, quote, "The most basic principles of a strong democracy are accountability and respect for the Constitution and rule of law. You either have it or you don't." Mr. Trump's team punching back on NewsNation's Morning in America earlier today, contending this case is politically motivated.
All of these cases have something in common. They're trying to stop the #1 leading political opponent in all the polls, not just in the primary, but the general election as well.
The former president owns commanding leads in almost every early state and national poll, as he insists the case won't deter him from seeking the GOP nomination. The former president must surrender before next Friday, just days after the first GOP debate. District Attorney Willis says because all 19 defendants acted with one common goal, they are able to charge them under the state's racketeering laws, known as RICO, which has historically been used to take down mobs and gangs in the state.
It is now the duty of my office to prove these charges in the indictment beyond a reasonable doubt at trial.
No word yet on when the former president will be coming to Georgia, but when he does, it is conceivable that this will look different than the previous 3 arraignments. For one, there's a possibility that a mugshot will be taken and the court proceedings will be televised, 2 things that would be very different from what we've seen so far.
Thanks so much for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.